And Andre.
Hey, got my personal chef here today, and he's gonna make us some gumbo because we were in New Orleans and we couldn't get gumbo anywhere. So all the restaurants were shut down. They had required proof of vaccination, and we weren't about to do that. That's against everything we stand for on every single level. And even when we were outside in Mandeville, there just wasn't time. We had so much going on that we couldn't even stop at a restaurant. And then when we asked people where to go to get the best gumbo, they all said, like,
come to my house.
Come to my house. So Andrew's been looking at some gumbo and just kind of gonna put something together for us.
We're gonna make a shrimp sausage and chicken gumbo. So we have shrimp. We have left the shells on. We've got chicken. We might get chicken stock pretty soon, and we have some andouille sausage. Basic ingredients for like pretty much every Cajun or Creole dish is the Trinity. It's celery, peppers, green peppers normally, but we were out of green peppers. We're out of green peppers. We used them in another meal, so I'm sorry. I hope this yellow one will be fine. And then onion. So pepper, celery, and onion. Then we're going to use heaps of garlic. Seasoning is, and I've been asking around, a lot of housewives told me about this one, Slap Your Mama.
Say that again.
Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning, so that's what we're going to use. We've got okra. For the roux we use oil and flour. And then we've got a bunch of other seasonings. We've got some.
That was recommended too, right, Andre?
Some filet and some bay leaf.
The gumbo pile, was that recommended too?
Gumbo filet. So they thicken it with different ways. Some of them, it's actually for thickening apparently. It's sassafras leaf that gets ground up. So another good one is Paul Prudhomme. So he's the king of Cajun cooking, I believe. He started all the spice mixes. He came up with it. He came up with blackening seasoning and so on, salts, seasonings. And I could have easily taken that one. Another one was Tony's something spice, but we got Slap Your Mama. Okay.
Cool.
But
and what's in the bag?
The filet powder, gumbo filet, is pretty much sassafras leaf. It gets ground up, and you add it later on, and it thickens the gumbo a little bit. So, first, the things that are going to take the longest are the roux. We're going to make a really dark roux. That's what we use the oil for, and flour. And another thing is we make a chicken stock. We're going to cook the chicken. I've got the bones in. We're going to cook the chickens, and we're going to pull out the bone. Trim all the fat off, and but that gives it more flavor. The bone and the cartilage gives it more flavor, and it makes the stock thicker and gooey, like texture. Gives it texture more. It makes it a thicker feel in your mouth. It gives it better flavor. So
we got our chef in the kitchen. This is good. And we got all the kids outside. I don't know if you can see them riding their bikes back and forth.
Stop it for me.
Cut.
Will you get my feet? No, not my feet. No.
No, Romy, let her have the bike. Polly, let her have the bike.
All right, next I'm going to start cutting up the vegetables. And before I make the roux, I want to use the same pot. I'm going to sweat off the sausage and the vegetables a little bit. And I'm going to make the roux in that pot, right?
We're trying to do this before the lights go out. It's later than we thought today.
Right, andouille sausage. I loved andouille sausage like a long time ago. We used to use it at the Acamac when we were making shrimp and grits, and we got some really good andouille sausage from Louisiana. This one we got at Costco. We ate it before. It's pretty decent. I don't know, we had it yesterday in a jambalaya that we also made the first time, and it turned out pretty good.
It was so
And
good. we should have recorded that too. Do you guys
I
like the
wasn't-
rice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rice was delicious.
There you go.
I told the kids it was risotto. They're used to risotto. They haven't had jambalaya before. It got a bit spicy, but it was pretty good. And I was happy with it. So where did we go? Where else can we go? Did we go to get
Oh,
sausage? What was the suggestion?
what is it? Bowden's?
Yeah, for Boudin actually. We went to Lafayette to a store, and it turned out to be a chain store. A chain, but
I'll show you what we got there, and I'll find the I'll pull it out of the freezer and I'll show it to you. Or
I'm going to start setting off the vegetables.
with what oil?
Vegetable oil.
Okay.
So we normally use what oils? Olive oil in our house, in our home, and
Avocado oil,
avocado oil,
coconut oil.
coconut oil, coconut fat. But I think all the recipes I've seen, everybody uses vegetable oil here, so I'm just going to stick with that and just go ahead and use vegetable oil. So next I'm going to add the sausage. Clean the pan and got it nice and hot.
You're gonna sear the sausage?
You want to sear the sausage off, it gives it more flavor again. Like a steak, you want a nice caramelization on the outside, so I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to hold the sausage until almost towards the end. But
Starting to smell good in here.
so as you can see, we're getting some nice color on the andouille sausage. We're using andouille sausage because andouille sausages are all pork sausage. It's smoked. It's quite coarse. It's really tasty. The one I used to get is also quite spicy, so there's a lot of spices in there. It's the red pepper and the smokiness that make the sausage basically, that make the dish, that add flavor to the dish. Kind of just like Tasso Ham, which is also delicious, and we might add some of that to the gumbo as well. I'm not sure if that's traditional. So next I'm going to start with arguably the most important part of the dish. Which I'm sure many people are going to tell you, many chefs. It's going to be the roux. I'm going to start off with a cup of the vegetable oil.
Can you say one more
So
time?
the reason I believe why they're doing this, why they're using vegetable oil instead of butter, is butter would burn. They would simply burn the solids in the butter, and the water would evaporate, and then the solids would burn, and you would your roux would burn. You would have to start over again. So the tricky part is with the roux, you want to get it as dark as possible without burning the bottom of the pan. You get all the flavor from it. The flour will lose some of its thickening properties because it breaks down slowly, but you're giving it that typical flavor that the gumbo gets. So that's why the vegetable oil and not butter, like the French would do for a bechamel, for a thickened sauce, basically. I have added the vegetable oil. I'm now going to add the flour to it. And I'm going to stir it continuously without hopefully burning it. Trick is not to burn it, so I've got it on low heat. Want to test out the waters and see how it goes, and turn up the heat as I need to, as I see fit. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be very slow, but I have heard that like a good roux may take an hour to get dark. And I'm not gonna bore you that long. I'm gonna show you when we're a bit closer. We go through the stages. So there's different colors. One is this is a blonde roux, like it gets a little bit of color only. After that, you get peanut butter, the peanut butter stage, then the light brown, and then the dark roux.
How's your celery? How's the celery? Okay.
So Tasso Ham. What is Tasso Ham? Tasso Ham is pork butt. So it's the shoulder butt, and it gets sliced thinly. Then it gets cured with pink salt and regular salt and sugar. That's the recipe I'm using when I make it myself. And then you let it cure for about 4 hours. Then everything gets washed off. You pat it dry, and then you get a spice mix. There's a bunch of oregano in there, black pepper, more cayenne pepper, white pepper, and I don't know. I think that's pretty much it.
You made a really good one.
And then it gets hot smoked, and then when it comes out of the oven, it's the best out of the smoker. Sorry, when it comes out of the smoker, it's delicious. I can eat just that for dinner. It's delicious.
Me too.
So we're just going to dice it up.
Oh, let me shut this door.
I'm not going to cook it because it's already cooked, and I don't want to lose the flavors. You get the smokiness gets lost if you cook things. If you sear off something that has been smoked, you lose a lot of the smokiness. So I'm going to just add it to it. The sausage.
Yummy.
So here we are at the peanut butter stage. It's got the color of peanut butter, and it's getting slowly darker. But the flavor smells differently. It smells nutty. So it's gonna go like toasted bread and so on. So it's getting there. So here we are at the next stage of our roux. It's like turning darker and darker. It's a deep brown already, and I'm gonna go a little bit longer before I'm going to add, put all these ingredients together. Chicken stock is ready, chicken is ready. I'm just let it cool, and then I'm going to pull off the chicken and season it a little bit and add it to the gumbo. So right now we're at this stage. I don't think I'm gonna go any darker than this. I've not made this before, and I don't want to burn it. So it looks like almost like chocolate, except the color of like a chocolate, bit darker than the milk chocolate. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna add the vegetables to it, and then I'm gonna start thickening it with the stock. Right, here you go. So I stood by this roux for about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and I've been stirring constantly. I've went up and down with the temperature, and I don't want to burn it, so I'm going to add the vegetables now. It takes this long, and I had it on pretty high temperature, but I've been stirring constantly. We got our rosary in, and it's still going to take some time, so the kids are going to watch a movie, and we're going to finish this. This roux is super hot, so be careful. Got some liquid in here. Some steam is going to come up. The vegetables are going to cook a little bit more. I think at this stage I'm going to add the spices as well, so they get toasted a little bit more. Or at least part of the spices. Some of the spices I may add some later as we go along. But here is
Slap your mama.
Slap your mama.
Can we see?
I know. I'm gonna stop here and wait. Right. So leave it on. Leave it on. And then I'm gonna right away add some of the stock, so I don't burn it anymore. That should stop it from cooking any further. Let me just in this thickening stage.
Hey, buddy.
The secret to
Hey, buddy. Come here.
the secret to a sauce that's not lumpy is use a hot stock. That way you should be able to get a smooth sauce. Add the stock and stir it in slowly. It should thicken it as we go along. Now, again, that's something that I have learned at school, that I was told. Don't quote me on this. I don't know for this dish if it is true for this dish as well. So, but add the stock slowly, warm stock, hot stock, to the roux in order to get a smooth sauce. Thing is, we're gonna cook this for a while. We're gonna let it cook for probably, I don't know, 40 minutes or so. And I think everything, the flour, the stuff. So we cook it so long so the starches get cooked out and you don't get this chalky flour flavor. So that's why it cooks long and all the flavors mingle, everything comes together. And I guess the roux breaks down a little bit more.
Bye, Romy.
So I've added all the chicken stock and I think it's a pretty good consistency now. It's still thickened and we're gonna cook out the starchiness now, like I said, and then we're gonna add the other ingredients. I'm gonna add the chicken halfway through cooking, and the shrimp and the sausage I'm gonna add at the end, so they don't completely overcook and we lose all the flavor. Right, got a few more ingredients left. We got the okra that goes in there, the chicken, the shrimp, and the sausage. I wanna add the chicken now. I have the pot here, so let's have a look. Looks good. I don't know. Louisiana, let us know. It doesn't look that dark. Is it dark enough? Is it not enough? Dark enough? I don't know. Let us know. Comment, please. I would really like to know because I think we may do this again. This is fun. We also have a lot of gumbo here for a little family, little big family. So I would like to. I think we're gonna eat this like a couple of days. This is not gonna go in one day, especially as it's served with rice, which we still have to get on. So the chicken is in. I'm gonna give it like 30-40 more minutes. And then we're gonna add the other ingredients and then see, yeah, it should be ready. The rice should be ready then as well. See you then.
How hungry are you?
Very hungry. How hungry is Romy? Romy, are you hungry?
Thank you. Are you hungry, Romy? Yeah.
What do you want to eat? You want to eat some of those sausages?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the chicken? And
She's tired like mommy.
yeah. Right, it's now time to add the final ingredients. I'm gonna start with the sausage. Here it is. In with it. Also, gumbo filet powder. I'm not sure, I just read that filet powder is not good for you. It's apparently carcinogenic. It's ground up leaves of sassafras, of the sassafras tree. I'm gonna add some anyway, see what happens. I don't know that you would be able to buy something in a store that's not good for you, not FDA approved or illegal also.
Who cares what the FDA says?
Who cares what the FDA says? Right, there you go. I'm gonna mix this in. And yes.
What are we eating?
Shrimp. We're tired. It's been a long day.
You
We're
guys
cooking for an hour or so.
No more, right?
Over an
I
hour.
think, yeah, it was before the sun was.
Yeah, we were watching TV.
Peeling a shrimp, we've changed our mind. We're gonna peel the shrimp
Yeah.
because it's gonna be easier eating.
So we can eat it up right away.
Exactly. Rice is almost done. The gumbo is done. The filet powder has thickened the gumbo a little bit more. So I don't know if I'm gonna add, find some more stock somewhere, or if we're gonna leave it like that. I don't want to make it more
what's wrong, Max?
spicy.
Yeah,
I think flavors are good. Our children don't like the heat so much. I would probably add some more otherwise. I think it's delicious. So I'm excited to see what everybody thinks.
I'm excited to eat it.
That's a lot of fun.
Romy, you gotta wait a moment, okay?
Romy's tired.
Hey, I put the shrimp in. Here we go. 5 minutes and we're done. We can eat. Yay, we're all hungry.
Oh, we're eating gumbo. We're so hungry. We're like, you know what? We need to film this. We need to get this. But really, we just want to eat. How was it? Did you guys try
I
it?
forgot one to feed one of our children.
Yeah. The little guy.
Right, guys, how is it?
Good.
Good.
Good, but it's
It's hot? I
No,
put
the
some more
sauce
hot
is
sauce in there. Do you like it, Romy?
no.
Yeah? Rena?
Because Papa, hot sauce.
Is it hot?
Can you have this sauce, Papa?
So out of 10,
Wanna 7, 8.
8.
Mommy, you want it?
9.99.
I give you a 10, 10, 10.
And there's not that much left over. Somebody likes shrimp, apparently.
Oh, cool.
So, here we go. Mama, what do you think?
Good job, Papa.
Good job, Papa.